welcome back to FM Storey. We're about halfway through season 2 of our Sporting Save. We've been on a good run of form recently, and at the end of the last episode, we beat Benfica in the semi-final of the Allianz Cup to see us through to play Porto in the final. So this episode's going to start with the game against Porto in the final. We've also got a big game in the Liga away at Benfica as well. That's going to have a big impact on how well we do in chasing the title this season. So without further ado, let's get right into the action. We're going into the final against Porto, same team that played the semi-final against Benfica. Diamande is still missing because of the African Cup of Nations, so we're still going with Coates and Inacio at the back. And obviously we need 2 under-21 players in the side, so Estevez is starting right back and Thiago Thomas is starting through the middle up front. Obviously Porto have got a pretty decent team, so hopefully we can get off to a decent quick start and put them under pressure. Right. Started knocking the ball around well. Let's just hope we don't make a ricket and give them an early goal. Marita looking for Thomas, straight through to the defender. Manswerk to Trincao, wide to Rice. He's lost out well. Oh, Thiago Thomas. Oh! That would have been a brilliant start. Goncalo Estevez. On to Trincao. Look at Nuno Santos. Trincao. Marita Trincao. Oh! How have we not scored there? We've started pretty well, but we're going to need to take advantage of this good spell. They're bound to have a good spell at some point. Won the ball back. Manswerk to Thiago Thomas. Driving to the byline. Trincao at the back post. 1-0 up. Just so I was saying, we needed to take advantage of that good spell because they were always going to come back into the game at some point. Thomas breaking clear down the left-hand side. Goes on the outside to the byline. Stops. Swings it across. Keeper gets caught in no man's land and Trincao rises above the full-back to head home. They've got a throw deep in our half. We've nodded it back to the keeper. Nice and calm. Right, Inacio goes long looking for Trincao. We've lost out. No. That's exactly what we've got to avoid doing. Oh no, come on. I mean, we got caught completely there by that long ball, allowing them through 1-on-1. Good save by Lafont. And that is exactly what we didn't need going into half-time. Three men to that ball. That first half was going so well. And let them back into the game. Made a couple of changes at half-time. We've brought Jerison just on for Goncalo Estevez and we brought Zizo on for Nuno Santos. Both been struggling a bit. This what? This better be offside. We win a header. They just lump the ball forward. The keeper comes flying out. Oh my god. Why are we doing that in a final? Now we really need to get back into this game. We somehow lose this game. Starting to lose hope there. Pops up with a header. How is it home from the corner? Rice with the corner. Coates at the near post. And gave the keeper no chance. And we're all level. Right, Rice. To Inacio. Coates. What a ball. Zizo. I don't know how that ended up in the back of the net, but it has. Inacio to Coates to Shqiri. Lovely ball. Zizou gets to the byline, crosses, and basically the defender plays it off Marcus Edwards and it goes in. It was one of the luckiest goals you'll see, but you know what? We'll take it. And that is the goal that's decided the trophy. And that's our first trophy with Sporting. We've won this Allianz Cup. Hopefully to springboard onto hopefully getting the league title this season as well. I think over the whole game we probably deserved that. Going into the league game against Benfica, we made a couple of changes. We brought Jerison Just back in at right back. Zizou's come in on the left-hand side instead of Nuno Santos because he had a poor game in the final. And Marcus Leonardo's come in to start instead of Thiago Tomas. Diamandi's back from the African Cup of Nations, but he's only going to be on the bench just because he's only just back, literally, I think, yesterday. Hopefully we can continue in the same vein of form since we beat Benfica in the semi-final a couple of games ago. Hopefully we can pick up a victory here in the away game. Well, we got lucky there. It was a stupid pass, and we're giving the ball away again. Well, that is 100% not the start we wanted. Just stupidity, giving the ball away a couple of times already. Oh, that's got to be a red card. He's already been sent off. He's already been booked, so it had to be a red card. Now we really need to take advantage of them being out of 10 men. Really, that's a pretty terrible first half. Not at the races at all. Gave the ball away stupidly for their goal. And they're down to 10 men. Alright, we made a bunch of changes to start the second half. We were looking very leggy in that first half. There's Gaio looking for Vitor Roque. Comes to Inacio. Lovely ball for Zizou. Second attempt. Vitor Roque looked like he just shifted that onto Marcus Edwards. A bit of a scramble in the box from the cross from Zizou. But Inacio, lovely ball for Zizou. Takes the touch. First cross is blocked. Second one, everyone gets in each other's way. Vitor Roque just shifts it. And Marcus Edwards brings us level. Right, this guy with the corner. Headed clear. Comes back to him. And Manswerk makes it 2-1. Puts us in front. Seems to happen an awful lot. The cross doesn't beat the first man. Corner doesn't beat the first man. And then we always have the extra player there. Drives forward, squares it. And Manswerk just pokes it past the keeper. That hopefully we can take advantage of them being down to 10 men. And if that's what we were going to do, we really needed to avoid doing something stupid like that. It's just... They've gone long. He's given the ball away again. No. Oh my god. How on earth have we thrown this away? That's twice in quick succession that San just got caught on the ball. And then just no one closed anyone down. How on earth did we play for an hour against 10 men, go 2-1 up, and then still manage to throw it away and lose 3-2? Just unacceptable. We've made it to the beginning of April, and since the game against Benfica, things have largely gone well, although we did have a slight hiccup in our last match. Following the game against Benfica, we went away to Gil Vicente, and actually things weren't looking great early on. They took an early lead. Luckily, we got back on track with a goal from Trincao, and then Marcos Leonardo and Zizou added goals in the second half. In the end, we were reasonably comfortable, but it was a bit of a slow start, which was a bit concerning, coming hot off the heels of the collapse against Benfica. We were then at home to Vitória Guimarães, and we got off to a really good start with Marita getting an early goal, but ultimately we just weren't good enough on the day, and the draw was the fair result. We were then at home to Nice in the Europa League, and things didn't get off to a great start. Marcos Alonso put them ahead, and we did manage to equalise just before half time, but in the second half we kind of really turned it on and ended up coming away with a 4-1 victory. Interestingly, the Nice team has a fairly strong presence of ex-Premier League players. Obviously, they already had Kasper Schmeichel. They've got Marcos Alonso at left back. Adam Armstrong's playing wide left. They've got Ross Barkley. But we were able to come out 4-1 with a 4-1 victory in the first leg. In between the two games against Nice, we went away to Arouca and didn't get off to the best of starts. But we were quickly back on level terms. And then we got a late winner, which, I mean, we more than deserved the win, but we kind of left it late. And then we went away to Nice in the second leg and somehow came away with a 2-1 victory. We took an early lead through Trincao. They equalised. We were 2-1 up just before half time with Marcos Leonardo. We were hanging on a bit. They had a better XG, but the sort of 4-1 advantage from the first leg was enough that even if we conceded another goal, we were still going to be comfortably through. We then started March with a home game against Casapia, who were sitting fourth in the table at the time. Got off to a great start with a goal from Nuno Santos. Esgaio added a goal from the left back just after half time, and Nuno Santos got a second late on just to make the win look even more secure. But I mean, they didn't have any shots on target. We were strong at the back. We took some of the chances when they came up, and a deserved win. We then went away to Pacos de Ferreira, and another comfortable victory. Another game where where they didn't have any shots on target. Strong at the back. A double from Tomas and other goals from Enacio and Zizou, and a pretty comfortable 4-0 victory. We then hosted Newcastle in the first leg of the Europa League, and we did not play very well at all. They weren't great either, but they managed to take an early lead through Almiron. We lost Shqiri to injury just shortly after that, and he was going to be out for sort of 5 to 6 weeks with a knee ligament injury. And we managed to get back into the game with an injury time penalty after Trippier lunged and pulled down Zizou. 1-1 gave us a chance going into the second leg. Between the two games against Newcastle, we were at home to AC Viseu, who had knocked us out of the Taça de Portugal, and it was as if we had a point to prove. I mean, we had 12 shots on target, we scored 5, really comfortable victory, and a really strong performance to carry on our good run in the league. We then went away to Newcastle in the second leg of the Europa League game and got off to a decent start with an early goal header from Coates. They pulled a goal back just after the hour from Isaac, and our players really started to get tired after that. Isaac added another one in the 86th minute. We then started pushing everyone forward to try and get an equaliser to take us to extra time. But they picked us off on the counter-attack and scored with practically the last kick of the game. When you look at the match stats, you can't deny that they deserved to win the game. We just weren't good enough, came up against a better team. And that's the end of our European adventure for a season. And then, by far and away, the most disappointing result of the period since the Benfica game. We lost 2-1 away at Estoril. We took an early lead, but then just capitulated, and they got 2 goals in 2 minutes in the second half, and we just couldn't push on and get back into the game. And obviously that has had a big impact at the top of the table as well. So as far as the league's concerned, we're currently sat second. We're now 1 point behind Porto, We are 4 points clear of Benfica, but they've played 2 games more than us, so we're fairly comfortable in second place. Obviously, it's gutting that we lost to Estoril and then Porto won to go top. Goal difference is pretty close as well. And what it's all shaping up for is the game in the middle of April against Porto could very well be a title decider. And that's the end of this episode. Largely things went well. That last game against Estoril could have cost us the title, but we've still got 9 games left, including that big winner-takes-all game against Porto in the middle of April. Can we go on and win the title? Let's find out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.